For thousands of years, we've searched for the fountain of youth, the secret to eternal life. But what if I told you the answer wasn't some ancient myth at all? What if one animal, right here on planet Earth, has already cracked the code? While we were all busy looking up at the stars, the key to immortality might have been floating in our oceans this entire time. You heard that right. There's a creature that possesses the gift of biological immortality. And no, this isn't science fiction. It's very real. And it's one of the most mind-bending discoveries ever made. So let's dive in. It's time to meet the tiny creature that holds one of the biggest secrets in all of nature. Here it is. Meet Turritopsis dohrnii. First spotted in the Mediterranean Sea, scientists quickly figured out this tiny jellyfish has a superpower that sounds, well, completely impossible. It can, quite literally, decide not to die of old age. And here's the wild part. It's unbelievably tiny. A fully grown one is only about 4.5 millimeters across. That's smaller than your pinky nail. So how on earth does an animal this small pull off the greatest biological trick in the world? To understand how it cheats death, first, you've got to know how a normal jellyfish lives. It's a pretty standard cycle, you know. But for our immortal jellyfish, there's a secret escape hatch. Okay, so it starts as an egg, grows into a larva, which then swims down, latches onto a rock, and becomes a polyp, kind of like a tiny sea anemone. This polyp then just buds off new baby jellyfish. These grow up into adults, reproduce, and then they die. End of story. For almost every other jellyfish, anyway. But not this one. When the immortal jellyfish gets old or faces starvation or gets hurt, it doesn't just give up. It triggers an emergency plan that basically breaks all the rules of aging. Instead of dying, it hits rewind on its own life. The adult jellyfish sinks to the ocean floor, its body folds in on itself, and it transforms back into a young polyp. It literally hits a biological reset button, becoming a baby again so it can start its life all over. So how is that even possible? The answer isn't magic. It's something way cooler. A jaw-dropping ability at the cellular level that scientists are racing to understand. The process is called transdifferentiation. All that means is that a cell isn't locked into its job forever. A mature, specialized cell can just change its mind and become a totally different type of cell. We're not talking about just healing here, this is a complete cellular reprogramming. To put that into perspective for us, imagine a skin cell on your arm just deciding, you know what, I'm bored. I think I'll become a brain cell now. That is the level of biological wizardry we are talking about. It's an almost unlimited power of regeneration. And hey, don't just take my word for it. When scientists first confirmed this, it sent shockwaves through the community. As jellyfish researcher Dr. Lisa N. Gershwin put it, this was a real mind-blower for everyone. Okay, so a tiny jellyfish can live forever. That's awesome, but why should we care? Because if we can actually understand this cellular superpower, it could completely revolutionize human medicine. Just think about this. Our brain cells, our neurons, they don't really grow back. But what if we could use the jellyfish's trick to convince other cells to become new neurons? We could potentially repair brains damaged by Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, maybe even heal spinal cord injuries. And it doesn't stop with the brain. Heart disease is the #1 killer in the US, often because when heart muscle is damaged, it's replaced by useless scar tissue. This technology could potentially turn that scar tissue back into new, healthy beating heart muscle. We could literally be fixing broken hearts. The potential here is just staggering. This tiny creature seems to hold the key to regeneration, and maybe even our own version of immortality. But there is one last, incredible twist to this story. You'd think a creature that can't die of old age and can regenerate from almost any injury would be taking over the oceans, right? Like some kind of silent, unstoppable invasion. Well, the reality is a lot stranger, and a lot more ironic than that. And here's the big paradox. While they are biologically immortal, they are not invincible. Not even close. They get eaten all the time by fish, turtles, and even other jellyfish. And what's even crazier, scientists say they're so incredibly sensitive that they're almost impossible to keep alive in a lab. The immortal animal is, in fact, incredibly fragile. And that just reveals the final amazing truth here. The immortal jellyfish teaches us that immortality isn't about being indestructible. It's about the power to regenerate. Which leaves us with one final thought. Could it be that one of the most fragile animals on the entire planet actually holds the most powerful secret for the future of human health?